You don't get out what you don't put in. Pay the price up front. In the dark when the market is asleep, I'm planting all the seeds in the trench that's dug too deep. They looking for a shortcut, a handout, or a loan. I'm building up my equity in callous and in bone. Motivation is a currency that's subject to decay, but discipline compounds every single grinding day. I don't want the quick return, the flash of the applause. I'm writing up the contract to my own relentless laws. Sweat on the floor, blood on the steel. Cut off the noise, forget how you feel. This is the sweat dividend. This is the message that the broken muscle send. I pay the toll in the morning, I collect it at the end. You can't fake the ledger, you can't cheat the grind. I'm leaving the weak and the average behind. Collecting the sweat dividend. Yeah, everybody wants to peak, but they hate the climbing part. They talk a big game, but they never want to start. I don't need a cheerleader, I don't need a hype track. I carry all my demons in a heavy ass backpack. Step after step, putting deposits in the bank. I'm running on the fumes, draining everything in the tank. The pain is an asset, the failure is a fee. I'm buying back the greatest version possible of me. Sweat on the floor, blood on the steel. Cut off the noise, forget how you feel. This is the sweat dividend. This is the message that the broken muscle send. I pay the toll in the morning, I collect it at the end. There is no debt forgiven here. Nature keeps a strict ledger. If you skipped a day, you owe it. If you quit early, you owe it. I refuse to be indebted to my own potential. I pay it full! Adding up the total sum, I embrace the heavy burden, let the total darkness come. No complaints, no retreats, no wait till the final breath. I'm working out the formula to cheat a mental death. Keep the mouth closed tight, let the heavy iron speak. This is the sweat dividend, crushing the weight. You can't cheat the grind. Collect it. Pay the toll. Collect it. Just you and the voice. Make it shut up! Standing at the altar with the iron in my hand, the voice inside my head is issuing a new demand. It says you did enough today, it's time to go and rest. It says you're feeling heavy and you're failing at the test. I listen to the coward and I stare him in the face. I drag him to the fire in this isolated place. I don't talk to nobody, I'm conversing with the ghost, the one who wants to quit when it matters to me most. Lock the jaw, don't make a sound. Bury the weakness deep underground. This is the Iron Monologue. No cameras around, no digital blog. Just a conversation with the limits of my brain. I'm arguing with gravity and talking to the pain. I command the body, I command the machine. I'm ripping out the wires of the things I used to mean. Negotiation canceled, the treaty is a shred. I'm overriding everything the softer version said. Discipline is deaf, it doesn't listen to the cries. It looks at all the obstacles and cuts them down to size. One more rep, that's a sentence in the script. One more set, that's the ego getting whipped. This ain't for the crowd, this ain't for the fame. This is how you exercise the shadow and the shame. Lock the jaw, don't make a sound. Bury the weakness deep underground. This is the Iron Monologue. No cameras around, no digital blog. Just a conversation with the limits of my brain. I'm arguing with gravity and talking to the pain. Speak to the iron doesn't lie. You tell it you're strong, it tests you to see if you die. It pushes back, it pushes back, push back, push back harder. Silence in the room, but there's a riot in my skull. I empty out the weakness till the warrior is full. End of the discussion, the verdict has been passed. I tell the inner coward that he's never gonna last. This is the Iron Monologue. No cameras around, no digital blog. Just a conversation with the limits of my brain. Conversation over. Talk is cheap. Let's see your hands. Talk is cheap. Let's see your hands. I see him on the internet barking real loud, preaching about the grind to a digital crowd, typing out the quotes that they stole from a book, but the muscles never aching, the foundation is hoping every blessing has to start out as a curse. I'm wealthy in the struggle, I am rich in the fatigue. I operate alone in an untouchable league. You talk about the vision, I am blinded by the sweat. You talk about the payoff, I am paying off the debt. The stoic doesn't brag, the stoic just does. I follow my own code, I am my own cause. Show me the damage, show me the wear. Show me the days that you suffered in there. I only trade in the currency of blisters. I am ignoring the critics and the whisperers. You can't fake the friction, you can't fake the tear. I'm buying up the greatness and I'm buying up the fear. What did it cost you today? Did it cost your comfort? Did it cost your ego? If it costs nothing, you are nothing. Pay up. They don't hear it coming. That's the point. They don't hear it coming. That's the point. Moving like a shadow on a midnight raid. I don't leave a footprint, I don't cast a shade. People making noise just to prove they exist. I'm crossing out the names on an impossible list. Silence is a weapon if they don't understand. I hold the detonation in the palm of my hand. Let them do the talking, let them do the boasting. I am in the furnace while they comfortable and roasting. Keep it completely quiet. Keep it completely dark. Wait for the perfect moment. Let the iron spark. Fire the mute artillery. I'm destroying the barrier standing in front of me. No warning shots, no sound in the air. I'm bringing down the thunder and I don't play fair. Action is the blast, discipline is the shell. I'm walking in silence right out of the hell. Under the radar, below the detection, I am addicted to building perfection. No celebration, no pat on the back. I just load the cannon and plan the attack. The pressure is heavy, it sits on my lung. I bite down the pain and I bite on my tongue. The louder they are, the weaker the core. I keep my mouth shut and I win every war. Keep it completely quiet. Keep it completely dark. Wait for the perfect moment. Let the iron spark. Fire the mute artillery. I'm destroying the barrier standing in front of me. possession of the things that I own. I didn't get it by wishing or crossing my fingers. I got it by silence and the weakness that lingers. Break down the muscle, tear down the fiber. I'm my own mechanic, my own prescriber. Discipline injected right into the vein. I wash away the average and the acid of pain. It's a surgical process, killing the lazy. They look at my hours and tell me I'm crazy. Deconstruct the man, reconstruct the beast. Start the distractions, let the focus fit. This is the anatomy of a titan. I walk into the storm where the weak would start to frighten. Forged in the struggle, welded by the stress. I cut out the heart of the one who wants rest. Tendons of iron, a mind made of stone. I build up the titan, I do it alone. Emotional joints, I'm connecting the struggle to the critical points. No emotional reaction when the burden is deep. I'm awake and I'm grinding while the enemy sleep. They rely on the passion, but passion is fickle. It fades away fast like the cut of a sickle. But stoic routine is a fortress of lead. It keeps all the terrifying monsters dead. I'm breathing the dust of the things I destroy. I am a weapon, I am not a toy. Deconstruct the man, reconstruct the beast. Stop the distractions, let the focus fit. This is the anatomy of a titan. I walk into the storm where the weak would start to frighten. Forged in the struggle, welded by the stress. I cut out the heart of the one who wants rest. What are you made of? When the pressure hits, what bleeds out? Excuses or resolve? I replace my excuses with action. I am made of iron. Look at the blueprint, flawless design. I left all the human frailties behind. A monolith standing unbothered by wind. This is the place where the legend began. This is the anatomy of a titan. I walk into the storm where the weak would start to frighten. Forged in the struggle, welded by the stress. I cut out the heart of the one who wants rest. failed survival song. No comfort in the process, only brutal heat. I am starving out the option of a possible defeat. They say I need a balance, they say I need a break, but they don't understand the level of the things at stake. I'm fighting for a legacy that outlives the bone. I am chiseling my name into the heavy-ass stone. I feel the breath on my neck, I don't look back. I stay on the offensive, I plan the attack. I am outworking the Reaper. I am climbing up the mountain, making every angle steeper. I don't feel the shadow, I don't feel the air. He is coming for us all. But when he comes for me, he will find me completely empty. Nothing left to give. I gave it all. Leave the world outside. Lock the door. Lock the door. I enter the vault, the temperature drops. This is where the noise of society stops. I unplug the feed, I disconnect the wire. I'm bringing the oxygen straight to the fire. There's no one to talk to, no one to impress. I am escaping the digital mess. Just me and the gravity, me and the weight. I am controlling the hands of my fate. Silence is heavy, it rings in my ear. It drowns out the doubt, it strangles the fear. In the isolation, the truth becomes clear. In the isolation, the warrior is here. Welcome to the Solitude Vault, where I lock away the weakness and I own every fault. I don't need an audience to tell me I am strong. I am building up the fortress where the discipline belongs. Alone in the dark, I am forging the light. The Solitude Vault is where I win the fight. Woo! They scared of the quiet, they scared of themselves. I am taking my demons right off of the shelves. I look them in the eye and I make them obey. I'm putting in work while the rest run away. The loneliness breaks you, what makes you a king. I'm listening to what the silent room singing. Tells me to push it, tells me to pull it, tells me to empty out until I am full. I don't need a training partner, I don't need a team. I am the sole architect of the dream. In the one is watching. Who are you? When there is no applause, do you still work? The vault demands the truth. The iron exposes the lies. Tell the truth. Calluses, nothing but grit. I stay in the vault, I will never submit. The world outside is a blur in the haze. I'm living my life in an ironclad maze. Welcome to the Solitude Vault, where I lock away the weakness and I own every fault. I don't need an audience to tell me I am strong. Stay locked in. Scanning the system, I found a defect, a habit of laziness causing a wreck. The mind wants a shortcut, a path of least pain. I'm wiping the hard drive, reformatting the brain. I type in the code, wake up at the 5. I type in the code, keep the engine alive. No human emotion to slow down the script. I don't care if the skin on the barbell is ripped. I'm updating the software, removing the bug. I pull on the iron, I give it a tug. Delete the excuse, erase the delay. Install the routine, dominate the day. I'm overwriting the flaw. I'm stripping the weakness and making it raw. The natural instinct is begging to stop, but I am the glitch that is climbing the top. No mercy for the error, no pity for the weak. I'm overwriting the flaw. I am the peak. It's remarkably clear. Input the suffering, output the gain. It's a simple equation, it's easy to train. But they wanna skip it, they wanna bypass. I'm breaking the software, I'm shattering glass. A cyborg mentality, rigid and cold. I'm doing exactly whatever I'm told by the voice of the discipline ruling the deck. I put the emotional side in a check. Delete the excuse, erase the delay. Install the routine, dominate the day. I'm overriding the flaw. Stripping the weakness and making it raw. The natural instinct is begging to stop. Your motivation is a corrupted file. It crashes when it gets hard. My discipline is a core protocol. It executes regardless of conditions. Execute! Nobody is coming to save you! Do it yourself! The sky and I waited for help. I looked for a savior to pull me from hell, but the sky remained silent, the room remained dark. I realized I gotta create my own spark. I picked up the hammer, I looked at the steel. I stopped giving a damn about how I feel. No mentor, no coach, no God on the side. I bury my ego and swallow my pride. If I want the castle, I lay down the brick. I'm tired of waiting, the waiting makes me sick. No hand to hold, no net to catch, just me, the fire, and a single match. This is a forge without a master. I'm the creator of the cure and the disaster. Nobody's coming to rescue the weak. I gotta be the monster that I wanna see. Strike the anvil, shape the bone. I walk this heavy road alone. For permission, waiting for a sign. I'm taking the shovel and hitting the mine. Self-reliance is a pill that's bitter to chew, but nobody cares about what you go through. Your pain is your own, your struggle is yours. You hold the keys to your own heavy doors. I don't complain to the deaf and the blind. I just put my head down and return to the grind. I am the student, the teacher, the tool. I empty the tank till the engine is full. No hand to hold, no net to catch, just me, the fire, and a single match. This is a forge without a master. I'm the creator of the cure and the disaster. Nobody's coming to rescue the weak. I am the hammer, I am the flame, I am the one who remembers the name. Nobody owes me a seat at the top. I will not rest and I will not stop. Will not stop. I will not stop. I will not stop. Blood on the iron, sweat on the floor. I am my own weapon, I am my own war. Building myself from the ashes and dust. In the forge of my will is the only trust. This is a forge without a master. I'm the creator of the cure and the disaster. Nobody's coming to rescue the weak. Build yourself. Go, 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 go. Build yourself. Go, go. Build yourself. Indifference to the suffering. That's the power. Chill. I look at the mountain, I look at the hill. They cry that it's steep, they cry that it's high. I don't ask the questions, I don't ask the why. I just put my foot on the rock and advance. I don't leave my legacy up to a chance. the ache, indifference to the tear. I am the only master here. I run the Stoic Engine. I'm walking through the fire without ever flinching. Leave the emotions out of the frame. I don't feel the heat, and I don't feel the flame. Discipline drives, motivation is dead. I conquer the flesh and I conquer the head. They let their moods dictate the routine. They only show up when the weather is clean. If they feel a bit sad, the workout is off. They soft in the mind, they mentally soft. But the stoic remains like a rock in the sea. The waves crash upon him, he refuses to flee. Happy or sad, devastated or proud, I step in the gym and I step in the crowd. And I do exactly what needs to be done. I am outworking everyone under the sun. Apathy to the ache, indifference to the tear. I am the only master here. I run the Stoic Engine. I'm walking through the fire without ever flinching. Leave the emotions out of the frame. You do not control what happens to you. You only control your response. Your fatigue is irrelevant. Your soreness is irrelevant. The work is the only truth.